If I hit this hard enough, I'll kill the vampire. Die.
Every day we look at signs. Some are beautiful, others not so much. For a business, any business, a good sign is crucial. So where does a good sign come from? Who creates these tantalizing works of art? In the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, it's done right here by the people at Signs Manufacturing, the people we call the Sign Dawgs.
My favorite sign for that we did on the Sign Dawgs show. Gosh, I think I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with the Viridian sign. That sign, every time I see it, it just looks cool, man. You get the way the neon around the cabinet and the backlighting behind the EMC, so it creates that halo. That's just cool.
Yo, Robert.
Yo.
I got your Viridian layout.
Well, that's excellent, Sam, but how are we supposed to build this thing?
Robert Neal.
Yeah.
I finished again. How about now?
Yeah, that squirrel fly.
Due to the size and shape of the sign, it could not be easily taken outside and stood up for a quick alignment inspection. So the Sign Dawgs rigged up a forklift to pick up one half of the sign and view it from above. A special industrial adhesive is applied that effectively welds the metal together, and the face is slowly and carefully put into place. Once dry, the real work begins as pieces are added and welded together to form a housing for each section of the EMC. Because the EMC is on the bottom of the sign, it has to go on first. The next piece is the cabinet portion of the sign, and it's lowered down on top of the EMC. The team has to put the arrow on the sign, then the sign is lifted up and placed on the pole, ensuring that it points toward the buildings. Once in place, the sign is attached with bolts and welded to the pole.
Robert getting abducted by aliens was just hilarious. That was, man, I laughed. Yes.
Robert, how did it feel getting probed?
Huh?
How did it feel getting probed?
I don't remember.
We all got to draw straws, and we used the biggest straw.
Good Lord, not again!
Oh yeah, no way.
Please, let me get on the clock, man. I'm gonna at least get paid for this. Okay, just take me. I do not recognize this place. Oh, what the heck is that? Stuff coming around, I ain't even got a gun. Where am I at? I have no idea. Something's definitely wrong. I hear stuff. Where am I at? This is weird. What just touched my butt? Whoa! What was that? Whoa! Whoa! Oh, glory mighty! Was that a probe? I like Nocona the way it looked. It was old.
Oh, that was cool.
Redo, and it's that's the way a neon sign's supposed to look.
And plus there was beer. All right, so we've got to design this neon sign, and this is the guy's logo. I'm thinking that we need to outline because we're looking for something that's kind of like a beer sign. Obviously Nocona beer, right?
So at the old Nocona boot factory, they do a lot of things. They sell boots and
Nocona beer.
They have the brewery, which is beer. They have the last hand-stitched baseball mitt factory in the U.S. in the museum. So there's beer. Yeah. They have the community outreach, which is a food bank every 2 weeks that they personally fund, and beer. And then they have concerts and all kinds of venue events, which you would expect to be associated with beer. For the most part, they do a whole lot of things, and most of it has beer attached to it.
Yo, hello folks. Don't try this at home. You're officially tuned in to Sign Dawgs TV. Check it out. Hey. You got a business where you're gonna need a sign. Call us up and we can make you a design. We'll light you up for what you need for your store. You got some customers, but we can get you more. Yeah, we're the Sign Dawgs, we can do it all. We'll build you something and install it on your wall. Hop in the bucket, let me take you for a ride. Hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe.
In a matter of a couple of weeks, they handmade a neon sign that just pretty much blows me away. He was thinking of putting it underneath here, boots, beer, and baseball gloves, but I think it'll detract from this sign, and all of the neon tubes are busted on this.
They have this old, very old, built about 80 years ago, something like that, I think, sign on the factory wall. And that sign was originally lit with neon, but the neon is long gone. And they want us to rehab and refurbish that sign, get it back to as much of a like-new condition as we can possibly do. One of the big problems that happens a lot of times in the sign industry is you're building a sign and you've got the alphabet stretched out, only the problem is that there's 16 S's. You may think that all the S's are exactly alike, and sometimes they are, but a lot of times they're not. So these signs, somehow or another, we gotta keep track of which letter goes where. Otherwise, when we get done, it just looks a little bit funky.
Once finished, they fire it up and leave the sign lit for 24 hours to allow the neon to do its thing. As they move it into position, Jose uses guide ropes to keep the sign from swaying back and forth to protect that fragile neon.
Well, I actually could destroy a laptop, and so that was cool.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, yeah, it was.
I see that every once in a while out in our showroom when I walk out there, and I see that on there, and I stop every time and just watch. Ooh, look at that. you go. There's your computer. Oh, wait. There's the drive. There you go. It's all yours.
You could have just thrown it in the trash.
Papa!
Papa, no.
Ow.